Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now. Where I am now, in a special place. I'll tell you all the grace. Where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 FM studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1350 AM, 1400 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WMVA 88.9 FM, and WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to our newest channel on YouTube. That's FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. And you can always go to Crystal Records 1 there. CRISTO. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And we promise on this show, we're going to shout you out. Oh, Mr. E, I tell you what, when we were here on Friday, we mentioned your birthday. You had a birthday this weekend. How did you enjoy the weekend?
That's right. I had one of the greatest birthdays, Miss Hinton, and I really enjoyed it. Oh,
what did you do?
Faboo. I had an opportunity to go out of town with my brothers and my sisters to my father's family reunion to his hometown. Yes. And, you know, it one of the greatest birthday present one could ever have is to be around your siblings.
Absolutely.
You know, because the only time you see your siblings is here and there or on Facebook Live or something of that nature. But to be get in their presence and to be around your father's people, yes, it's one of the greatest birthday presents. One, it's a different one, but it's something to, you know, to behold, to be around family.
So you all traveled out.
Yes, we went to Old City, North Carolina. I want to say good morning to my cousins, Barbara, Lauren, Glenda Porter, Jean, and you name it, Thomas Drone. Good morning to you all.
That is marvelous. A wonderful weekend. Birthday celebration. Look, Mr. E still got his Cash App up there. So
That's right.
You all can still wish Mr. E a happy birthday. But I'm glad you had a wonderful birthday, Mr. E. Many, many, many more. I had a wonderful weekend, of course. Sunday was pretty laid back, but I got a chance to look at some great things on the Olympics.
That's right.
And the closing, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. Today is our FYI Radio Show Monday Sports Talk. guess what?
That's right.
We got somebody right here, a very special guest and friend of ours, Mr. Brian Fuller. He's a 49ers fan, and we always love him being on. We've been missing him, but it's almost that time. And we want to say, welcome, Mr. Brian Fuller. How are you?
I am great. I am in divine state and feeling wonderful on this Monday morning. And first, Miss Lady Hinton, I must tell you, your song, when I hear your song on Monday morning, it just brings me joy over me. You have a wonderful, beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Everett,
thank you, Brian.
Happy birthday, my friend. A lot of my best friends are Leo, so me and you are that.
Thank you. Thank you so very, very much.
Brian, thank you so much. You know, we've been missing you around here, but I tell you what, it's almost that time. Are you ready for some football?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I am. I miss you guys as well. Hope everyone have a great summer.
Yeah.
I'm definitely ready.
Brian, tell our audience a little bit about yourself and the fact that you are a 49ers fan as well.
Yes, 49ers fan, you know, that they give a testament to, you know, I was growing up in the era when the 49ers dominated football. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. I am from Oklahoma.
Yes.
Predominantly Dallas Cowboys. I'm considered the black sheep for not going along with majority of my family and the rest of the community. But I'm okay with that.
Wow.
I get to watch the 49ers play deep into the season more often than my neighbors at the Cowboys.
Absolutely. All right, Brian, we're going to take a sneak peek over at the NFL preseason. But before we do that, I want to ask you about the Olympics. Have you enjoyed it? What was the highlight for you? Did you see the opening or the closing? Tell us a little bit about that.
The Olympics, I mean, what a great time to just be alive and witness some of the world's greatest athletes. Just to, you know, for people that are sportsaholics like myself, you know, I appreciate every competitor, but it's definitely a time that you can be proud to know that, you know, the country that we're in, the United States of America, you know, starting off with Mr. LeBron.
Oh, wow. All right now.
Overrated.
Did he do it?
Simone Biles.
Yeah.
We can go on and a lot of the visions that I was very excited about.
Absolutely. It was a joy to look at. You know, I throughout the years, I've been looking at the Summer Olympics, but it was something about this one that seemed bright. And I think maybe because it's post pandemic, I think people were ready to have a good time and to enjoy. They're sitting there in Paris, and I mean, who don't want to go to Paris?
Yeah.
But anyway, Mr. E, your opinion, you know, it's over. They had the closing. How did you feel about the Olympics this year?
I think the Olympics was off the chain. I really, really, really enjoyed to see so many of, like Brian says, great athletes, the best of the best, you know, playing and participating in the Olympics. I mean, the world's best, from Noah to LeBron, from LeBron to Steph Curry, and from Simone, and from all, and I mean, from the runners to, you know, I mean, it was one of the greatest Olympics that I've seen in quite some time.
It was awesome and exciting.
You know, Miss Hinton, when I began to look at the Olympics, and Brian, I saw that the United States won 126 total medals in all. What's your opinion on that, Brian?
I mean, I'm amazed.
Yes.
You know, the Olympics are, you know, every 4 years. So, you know, that is a extensive amount of time for some athletes. You know, even, you know, age may play a part, but it's showing me that the consistency and the newer, younger competitors are doing their thing.
Absolutely.
They're bad.
You know, Miss Hinton, Mr. Bryant, they had over 10,672 athletes
That participated.
and 196 nations that participated in this Olympics. You know, they had about 329 events and 32 sports. They even added the break dance. What do you think about
really?
that?
Now, I saw someone doing a demonstration, but I didn't think that was a part of the Olympics.
Yeah, that was a part of the Olympics. Yeah, that's right. It was part of the Olympics.
Amazing.
So they had Brian. They had something for everybody. What do you think about the break dance?
I think that some of the people who participated disrespected the hip hop culture. Breakdancing, that's part of the era of mine coming up. We would win talent shows, breakdancing created movies. So, I don't take it as a joke. I take it as a way for the culture of brown and black people.
Yes.
That was a way for them to express themselves through an art form.
Mm-hmm.
But
we say it is what it is.
Well, it is what it is. And when you say to express themselves through an art form, every talent out there, every athlete, every event out there, African Americans had to express themselves through that form. From running to playing basketball to playing soccer, the whole 9 yards. So now they got something out there, and I applaud that events that they had something out there for every genre that was out there, even down to the breakdancing. I mean, amazing. Because there's competition, like Brian said, they was in competition from around the world in our communities where folks challenge each other in breakdance.
Well, Mr. East, to name it as a sport?
It's a sport.
That is crazy.
It's a sport.
Not a dance, but a sport.
As a sport, yeah.
Oh, wow. So, Mr. Brian Fuller, yes, I really enjoyed the Olympics. They had the closing on last night. Snoop Doggy Dogg was in the house and all these other folks.
Money on my mind.
But I tell you what's on our mind, Mr. E, at this time is the NFL preseason.
That's right.
Brian, you say you ready. Let's talk about it.
What
are some of your expectations for this year's not Super Bowl, the NFL season?
Oh, I'm quite sure it's going to be an exciting 17-week new team making off-season deals. It's a lot of changes from the last season.
Wow.
We have the Chicago Bears, who had the number one pick, Taylor Williams. Everybody is looking forward to see if he's going to be a bust or, a true franchise quarterback. The same way with in you guys' area, the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
They have a great young quarterback, Heisman winner, who I'm actually excited to see because in my opinion, I believe that, James may have a slight edge over Taylor Williams. Mm-hmm. I think that he may bring some problems to the Dallas Cowboys, and that's it.
Well, I think for a second, because the thing about it is there's some preseason went on, and you all begin to play against the Tennessee Titans.
Who is you all?
The San Francisco 49ers played against the Tennessee Titans, and they had a quarterback that they started out with for the San Francisco 49ers. And what do you think about Dobbs?
Dobbs is a great player.
As your quarterback?
Yeah, he can get the job done. Dobbs can win games.
Well, he did. He had 146 yards and 1 interception.
Yeah, this is just preseason.
Well, you lost still, too.
They have got to knock their rust off and get ready for game speed. And by the end of the month, you'll see a great improvement in a lot of these guys playing.
Yes.
And I believe that. I
What
believe
is,
that.
Brian, what does it take to train, during preseason? What goes on exactly?
Well, they have to show up for camp. Unlike, what C.B. Lamb is doing in Dallas, and even I use for my 49ers. Those type of guys, you have to be there in camp
Yes.
once you get your contract and everything situated so you can prepare your body from what I've witnessed and heard trainers, athletes talk about. This is a part of the season where you prepare your body for the grueling 17 weeks.
Yes.
Week in, week out.
What?
Of course, learning the schemes as well.
Why is it, Brian, that you can always point out the bad in the Cowboys and you got the same old mess going on at the San Francisco 49ers camp? You got folks that's not, you got people that's not showing up to training. I'm ready for some football. I am ready. This summer has been, I am fired up, geared up, tired up, and I'm energetic. And the Cowboys, I'm a predicted why I got you on my show that the Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl.
Ouch.
No, Mr. E, do not do that.
So don't go down that road.
No, because, a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans, particularly in this area here in Oklahoma, they suffer from depression and all type of mental health issues.
Just gone.
Because they say we're going to Super Bowl.
We're going.
Miss Hinton, that is a great letdown. When you almost barely can make the playoffs.
Well, Mr. E.
I hope that they don't continue to think this way.
Oh, well, I tell you what, let's go by this game they just played. Mr. E talking all this smack. Mr. E, what happened to this game with the Cowboys and the Rams?
Well,
let's talk about that.
We put one of our young quarterbacks in there.
What happened?
And just like like Mr. Brian said, we put one of our young quarterbacks in there to see what he could do to, it's just like preseason. Yeah.
And what happened?
And we lost by 1 point.
Not all the shade you were throwing on our special guest.
Well, Brian is no special guest. You cannot see Brian is family, and you cannot give him the special treatment anymore. See, you cannot give him the special treatment. And speaking of mental health, Brian is a mental health specialist.
That's right.
And because Brian is a mental health specialist, he know how to diagnose himself. And when he diagnosed himself, he found out himself that Mr. E is not in the same bucket as he is.
Look, Brian, I want your opinion on this game, the Rams and Cowboys now. What happened to the Cowboys in this game?
Just what the Dallas Cowboys always do. It's just hype. And you see, I know these are the guys that they're trying to make the roster.
That's right.
From what I see, Dallas is in some severe trouble. They have lack of superstar power.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be very hard for them to score and move the ball with the receivers they have now and the running back.
What say you, Mr. E?
Transition to the season. They're going to need some more high-profile, all-pro type players. And I just can't see that right now.
Well, let me help you out. Let me go into another voice here. Well, let me help you out. When you started looking at the Cowboys, you looking at tickets, you looking at money. How many folks gonna sell the box office? For one, we don't have to have all those celebrities on our team. We got great all around players. We got players that we got in the cut that we.
Mr. E, did you all lose some players?
We lost some players. We lost a coach.
Tell us about it.
But the thing about it is, we don't need them.
Oh, who did you lose?
We lost our defensive coordinator.
Who's that?
to a head coaching job. Mm-hmm. At the Commanders, who really need some help. The Commanders, they really need some help. The Commanders, Brian?
Yeah, they do.
Do you really think that the Commanders need some help?
The Commanders need a lot of help for their rebuild. I mean, I know that they'll be okay the next 3 years.
Okay.
But yeah, they need to keep staying clean.
That's right.
You lost Kellen Moore.
That's right.
The offensive coordinator.
That's right.
In Chargers now, he's back in the Eagles.
Wow.
in your division. Gonna have Jalen Hurts playing at a high level than that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You
see,
lost Tony Pollard.
that's
Oh,
right. We
no.
lost Pollard. He's going over to the what? To the Jets.
Oh no.
The Tennessee Titans.
Then he going over to the Tennessee Titans. And yes, the Tennessee Titans beat y'all the other day. Not yesterday.
Yes, they did.
They beat y'all
They did.
yesterday with one of our. See, this is what we're doing, and I'm helping you. Write this down. What the Cowboys are doing is making sure that every team it represent the Cowboys.
Mm-mm.
But since if every team wants to beat up on the Cowboys, so we gave you some of the players. You got Tony Pollard with the Tennessee Titans that beat y'all on yesterday. We got the offensive coordinator, linebackers, and guards and tackles that went to the Commanders. You got offensive coordinators that went to other teams. So we got every team in the NFL and the AFL is a Cowboy.
Oh Lord.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
Look, Brian said this way here.
You don't find CD Lamb. The season starts, I believe, Miss Hinton, we're up under a month from the season.
Wow.
The star receiver who is expecting $35 million a year has not showed up to camp. Him and Dak haven't ran not one play together.
So what did Jerry Jones say? What was Jerry Jones' slogan? Why be in a hurry to sign? He know that ain't nobody going in this game, in this late of the game. Who's gonna pick up CD? Who's gonna pay him all that money? He gonna need.
A lot of things that will.
They not gonna pay him the money that he's asking for.
Well, we will see. You should be, sending out some prayers right now and hoping and wishing that CD will want to stay in Dallas.
Well, I'm just sending my prayers going to defeating the San Francisco 49ers since they talk so much smack in 2023.
Well, you will have that date. I believe it's in October 1st.
That's right.
October the 27th. They have to travel. The Dallas Cowboys will travel to California, and they probably will have another defeat.
And that's on a Sunday game. And so like that October the 27th is on a Sunday. But October the 28th, I want you to be my special guest again.
Ooh,
I have pleasure. Put Miss Hinton. You can put a star there, right? Mr. E, I see he is fired up.
He's fired
up. Birthday.
Yeah.
He is fired up.
He sure
is not going to help you any, Mr. E.
He said it ain't going to help you not one bit.
Ezekiel, you guys, Dallas Cowboys brought Ezekiel back. Why would the Cowboys do that? When the man's yards per game is declining, he's lost a step in his step.
Ooh.
Can you explain that, sir?
I just don't want to see. I didn't want to see Zeke. I didn't want to see Zeke out there on the side with a sign.
That's terrible. So look, guys. Look, I want to know what you all think across the board. Who you think is going to come through this season? Who's excited? What teams are excited? Who's training hard? And the rookies and all those folk, or the those that have been there forever and a day. What can we expect from them?
I would say the Houston Texans appear to be a young, exciting team that added some key players. CJ Stroud has the Buffalo Bills star Stephon Diggs, who he can throw the ball to, and they picked up the Bengals star running back Joe Mixon.
Wow!
I would look for the Texans to cause problems for the Kansas City Chiefs, and be on the lookout for the Ravens again.
All right,
Lamar, you got some more help. You got Derrick Henry. There's no excuse. The Ravens should be right back in stride again.
Well, when we begin to look at them, I begin to look at how the Eagles have picked up Jake Elliott. They finally connected again. So you can look out for Keith Milton and Pitchard and for Ross for the Philadelphia Eagles to do a wonderful job for the Eagles. Not only that, I'm looking for the rookie Michael Platts Jr. He has had a good start with the Atlanta Falcons. I'm looking for him to turning some things around there. And not only that, in the quarterback position for the Panthers, I'm looking for Dake Meyer, the quarterback debut with around to play good ball for Bill Belichick.
Wow. So the season starts officially the first game. When is that, Brian?
The first game I think will be the first Thursday
in September.
The Chiefs in Baltimore.
Oh,
I think they started off the Thursday night, in our game. So you'll see, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, they lost yesterday, so he's
right now.
He lost yesterday, so hey.
Well, preseason, do you think that's an indication of how things are going to go, or like you said, are they just getting themselves up and popping, ready, and just just stretching out?
Yes, basically that. Up and ready. Some guys not gonna make the roster. Some teams that may have a young rookie quarterback, they probably need the reps.
Yes.
They probably need as many reps as possible just to get ready for the grueling season. It's going to be a grueling 17 weeks.
Woo, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, when you look at the schedule, you see that the schedule is going to be on point. They're going to have some great games. So you might well go ahead and get your popcorn early because on the week that September the 5th, the first game kicks off. It's the Baltimore Ravens against the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the second game will be on September the 8th, where the Rams will play the Detroit Lions. And the third game, week 3, you got Chicago will be playing the Houston Oilers. And then y'all don't get a chance to play. Y'all be playing and the Cowboys' first game will be kicking off against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll play them this year.
Oh, wow.
And then on 10/27, October the 27th at 8:20 p.m., the Dallas Cowboys will be playing against them ugly 48ers.
And where are they playing at, Mr. 49ers? Where are they going to play at?
Well, they will be at the 49ers.
Oh, how wonderful.
That's at 8:00 p.m.
Mr. E, you need to go to that game.
I'm thinking about it, but see, every time I go up to the Dallas Cowboy game, Cedric Bailey is one of our friends. He always got somebody with tickets that cost me an arm and a leg and 2 elbows.
So look, that's what he said.
What you say? You got to pay to play, right?
Wow,
that's right.
So Brian, thank you so much for joining us. But tell us a little bit about what's going on beside the NFL, your organization, or what are you all doing at this time?
We're doing good things. Just had a great weekend with the young men in our nonprofit Strength in Numbers called Mentorship to Young Males.
Yes.
Grades kindergarten to 12th grade. We went to a state college this past weekend, Murray State, in Ardmore on campus, trying to get the guys more driven to educate. Literacy, educating themselves. Because a lot of our guys, their dreams and aspirations are to be in the NFL, Major League Sports. But the reality of it is, we have to let the guys know, if you're not 7 foot tall, like Wendy, you might want to think about being a journalist. Absolutely. Another aspect of the game that you guys love, because you make it to reality.
Absolutely. Brian, thank you so much for joining us. Mr. E has challenged you to come back when you all play, and we want to hear from you. And let's see who's going to win.
Yes, ma'am. And it's always a pleasure to see you guys, to talk with you guys.
Thank
you. Mr. E, when Dallas lose that first game, which probably week 1, But you can invite me too. That's been here in a couple Mondays.
Oh,
Bah,
Shane. Thank you,
I think we have
Brian.
a bad connection.
Thank you so much, Brian. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
You guys too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And look, you all come over here for a few minutes. We're going to give you some upcoming shows and some of the things that's going on with Crystal Community Development Corporation. Save the date. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yoanda, the Lady Hinton. Our special guest has been none other than Mr. Brian Fuller from Art Mode, Oklahoma. Been a San Francisco 49er fan, commentator, and he's one of my greatest friends in the whole wide world. Don't forget to join FYI Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on After Dark, that's Monday night after dark, you will see some of our past shows that we have done, and we bought them just for you. Don't forget to join us from 9:30 to 10 right here on WPCE 1400 WGPL 1350 Peach 95.3 WMVA 88.9 on all social media platforms. And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861 or email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Bye now.
Wow, oh wow. It is a joy to hear from him again. You and him always have a great, great, great conversation. You rivals, the 49ers and the Cowboys. We're going to see what you all going to do this season. Look, I hope that this season is as more exciting than it was last season and more excited than the NBA, because we covered the NBA. That was absolutely fabulous. Then we've done the NCAA. That was fabulous. The Olympic Games. That was fabulous. Now we have something else coming that's here, actually. Mr. Ian gave you the dates of the first games. We want you to make sure you have your team paraphernalia, your cheers. Make sure you go hard, because we love when you all participate and go hard when we cover the NFL season.
That's right. That's all we want you to do. To be ready. Don't wear
Be
your
ready.
favorite
That's
game
right.
jersey. You'll see some good game jerseys, new jerseys.
Mr. He already ready. Look at
I
that.
wear mine 24/7 because I want folks to know, Mama, let your babies grow up and be cowboys.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Look, we gotta look. We got to look at the Cowboys. We're going to be looking at all the teams, but we got to definitely see what's going on. Like we mentioned, there are some that have come, there are some that have gone, and we want to see if it makes does it affect it at all. You know, when you lose, certain players and things like that. But Mr. E, you got high hopes for the Cowboys. What can we expect from your point of view?
From my point of view, I haven't seen the Cowboys play yet. I haven't seen nothing about them, but I'm just going on the stats. And I look at the stats and see how they have been doing. I saw one highlight on ESPN this morning where I saw that our quarterback, Ty, was our newest quarterback, third string quarterback that we have put out there, along with Rush, who's another quarterback, along with Dak.
Yes.
We have three quarterbacks, but Ty, he's got a little grooming to go. Trey Young, he's got a little grooming to do.
Yes.
Because he make too many young mistakes. I mean, he's good on his feet. He's a good runner, but as far as him zero in and on his passing games and on making great selections, that's why he's in training camp. That's why he's got he's in practice. So just in case Dak get hurt or Rush can't pull the job through, we got a third string gonna make it work.
Well, we got a lot to cover and a lot of games to look at. And we want you all to make sure you join us so we can have a wonderful NFL season.
And for those who are looking for the Cowboys to, we have distributed so many of our players from last year. So many of our players that we had on our roster, they go to other teams.
Yes.
So, we are taking what we got in our closets. and like you say, what's in your closets.
Absolutely.
And we got players that we have in our closet, remolding, retraining them, and bringing them out there. A lot of people think that the Cowboys have to have some big names. Well, big names come from big players, and yes, everybody that's on the roster of the Cowboys has a name. We're gonna see some great names coming out there because you got to have some newbies out there in
Yes.
order to make the team, the stars, shine at night. You got to put some new batteries out there. You can't keep on using your Rayovac and your but you got to go back to Everette and let Everette batteries keep on making it strong.
We're going to see how it plays out. We're excited, and we love the NFL season. We're going to continue to cover sports, and we're going to continue to, bring you nothing but the best. I want to mention this, and I meant to mention it while we were on air. The schools are up and popping. My daughter went back today. She's an educator and a guidance counselor there. And we just want to make sure we ask you all to pray for, the teachers that are going back, all those administrators and, those that drive buses, those that, serve food, those that clean schools, those that volunteer, and then the students. I believe it's the 19th,
The 19th, right.
The Norfolk school system, and I think Virginia Beach as well. They're coming back. Chesapeake goes back in September, and but we want to make sure we lift them up and across the board, across the country, across the world, that we won't have these instances that we have had with gun violence and things like that, bullying. As a matter of fact, we're going to be addressing bullying on October the 12th with our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now. We're gearing up to get schools involved, so we won't have this thing that is really detrimental to our community and our kids. It affects adults, of course, but we want to really put a handle on this thing and pull it in. Crystal Community Development Corporation, October the 12th. Save the date. We'll have this rally, and we want to have a dialogue with those that are in the community that really, really, really want to see this thing eradicated and these problems resolved. So we're going to be praying for schools and those that are involved in the school system. They're going back so soon. It feels like they just got out. But I got to remember, Mr. E, that the Norfolk school system, they got out in May.
That's
so
right.
It's fitting that they get out in August. But it seems like when the kids go to school, it seems like the summer's like
Gone.
taking a turn. So
That's right.
the summer's still here to be here till September, but we really want to continue to pray that things go well as kids and teachers go back to school.
And on that same note, Ms. Hinton, if you're looking to do your part with the school system, you might not be a teacher, you might not be a janitor, or you might not be a bus driver. Mm-hmm. But if you want to play your role, here's a great important role that you can play. If you can only spend 2 hours a day out there on the grounds, making sure that the school is safe by being a patrol officer.
Absolutely.
The city of Norfolk is looking for patrol officers that spend 2 hours a day. That's a morning and in the evening, And if you don't have anything else to do, seniors, if you don't have anything else to do, and you want to do your part to help our schools be safe, yes. All you got to do is take an hour out of your morning and an hour out of your evening to help those children to cross the streets. Did you not know, Ms. Hinton, that when they see a patrol officer standing at each of those corners, they think about before they go and act ugly. They think about those patrol officers on the corners protecting the children, protecting folks out there. So if you want to help, if you want to be a part, if you want to work on the school grounds and help your children, help our community to rise above and help your children be safe on those school grounds, and all you got to do is go down and get paid.
Absolutely.
For the 2 hours a day. That's $18 an hour. And that's $36 a day. And if you multiply 5 times 36, that's 5 times, that's you're almost making $100 and some odd a week.
That sounds marvelous.
You know, you making $100 and some odd dollars a week, and that's about $400 a month just for you spending 2 hours of your time a day. Just spending 2 hours of your time a day and help patrol, and you get a whole lot of benefits out of that. One,
wow.
it'll scare the boogeyman away. It'll make
Yes.
those who want to do harm to our schools run away. Why? Because you now is in control of the school grounds, and you helping those children and helping all the bullies and those who don't want to act right. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Yes, you are your brother's keeper. So hey, get paid for 2 hours doing nothing.
All right, all right. So again, we pray for all those that are going back today. Like I said, teachers, especially here in the Norfolk area, have gone back. Virginia Beach, I believe they're back as well. Portsmouth, I think they're back, but Chesapeake, they're going to be out until September. Also, save the date, October
That's right.
the 12th, our Community Against Bullying, a call to action now, our rally. It takes place in Virginia Beach, Virginia, at Virginia Beach Central Library at 11 o'clock a.m. Don't forget, we'll be posting information and highlights from our last rally and how you can get involved and how you can register your children, your students, teachers. We want to hear your voice. We want you to come out and help us to resolve this problem of bullying. Don't forget Yolanda Hinton's music. Make it all right. Thank you, you all that have been downloading. Thank you so much for your support. Wherever music is sold, you can download Yolanda Hinton's Make It All Right and other music from my library. You can definitely uh, chill out and just enjoy and tell people about this music. We got some up and coming shows. Look, FYI, after dark, we have our replays. We're going to be doing that until fall. We may sneak on to do some things. It won't be FYI after dark, but it will be the anti-bullying initiative. Just kind of encouraging you all to be a part, what bullying is, and just kind of like pointing you to direction of the website, which is www.bulvicacademy.com. That's Bulvic. You can go up there, get information on bullying, what it is. You can get books by Yolanda Hinton, The Diary of a Former Bully, and Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose. You can get the game Bulvic, Bulvic. This link will point you in the direction for your Android to Google Play and for their iPhone and iPad at apple.com. That link is there too. The book is in English, Spanish, hard copy, Audible, download. You can go down there and get that information as well. So don't forget our sponsors, Bulvic Academy, and don't forget Beard Gods, Beardgodz. Chris Hinton's going to be on soon. He is the owner of Beard Gods, and he has some great products. Visit www.beardgods.com. Mr. E, also, okay, our After Dark replay that's going to be on this evening in the fall is going to be a live, Mr. E and myself and guests. You can participate and be a part of the audience. Mr. E is going to tell you about that as well. Also, follow us on social media. Make sure you like, share, and follow and subscribe. We need the numbers. And Mr. E is going to tell you how you can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor on FYI Radio Show.
That's right. Don't forget to save the date. That's October the 12th at 11 a.m. at the Virginia Beach Central Library. And if you'd like to be a part, you heard how you got to go by and do it. But if you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, or you want to be an intern, or you want to be a part of our audience of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is send us some information. Yeah, all you have to do is send your information to FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. In return, we will send you the dates and the time that we want you to be in our audience. If you'd like to be a special guest, sponsor, or intern, and if you see something that we need to change to help our community to rise above, all you have to do is call us at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, FYI Facebook page, or email us at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. gmail.com. And don't forget, coming up in November, Miss Hinton, November is VOTE time.
Oh my
VOTE time. Don't forget to get yourself together to vote. You got
Register.
three ways that you can do. You can register and vote online. That's right, which is called early voting. Now, make sure you have all the right credentials in order for you to be able to register or to vote. Now, if you have a felony, a convict felony, you can get exonerated, be back into the system if you go back and get yourself taken care of. You can get back into the race, but if you got a felony, guess what? Don't even apply unless you go out and get re-exonerated. Is that the right word?
Exonerated.
Exonerated. I said re-exonerated. Exonerated. That's right. If you get exonerated.
Exonerated. I think that's it. If it is not, you all let me know.
You know, where you get back into the community and where you can go back and do your thing and vote again. Don't forget that voting is important, and don't forget to save the date. That's important too, because we don't want our children to go to school in fear. We want them to be able to go and relax and sit down, understand and get education and do what they're supposed to do without being threatened.
Absolutely. We want to say good morning to Miss Sheila Robbins, my beautiful friend, and Sladra. She's on Instagram, Sladra _. She joined us this morning. Good morning to you. All those that are on that we don't see, good morning. Hope you had a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support. Now, I wanted to say this. You all that want to get involved in the anti-bullying rally, please go to bulvicacademy.com, BULVIC, and there's a place where you can put your name in and your request and also your email address so we can get in touch with you and share at one of our meetings on Zoom about, being involved in this this initiative. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. Mr. Brian Fuller, thank you for bringing the fire, and thank you for all that you do. Ms. Steve, thank you for joining us. Happy birthday to you again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all on Wednesday. Our upcoming shows, of course, issues concerning men, what's under the hat.
Immigration.
Issues concerning women, what's in your closet, immigration. Still, we're going to do summer fun because it's still the summer, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. Just because kids are going to school, it's still the summer. And just a whole lot of wonderful, fun things. We're going to also give you an announcement about our Young Women Achievement Success Program that's going to start in October as well. All that stuff we're going to share with you all. Be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
2 up, 2 down, VA. Bye now.